Hey folks, Turbine Guy coming back at you from Naples, Florida. Bit of an affluent community on a golf course, and there were definitely stringent restrictions. But being Florida, where they do have a law that says everybody gets to go green all the way down to clotheslines, my client here was able to put a system in for himself on this house behind me. And the interesting thing is, he had to put it where nobody could see it. Well, here I am with Mike, the owner, proud owner, put this baby in himself and had to deal with what I understand to be a few frustrations. But we've got a 19 panel, 6.5 kilowatt system in with Enphase microinverters. Am I correct?
Correct.
And like I said, you had a bit of an issue going through all the things. You know, everyone sees solar systems, but nobody really understands what happens with the government and what goes on, or even the utility. Are there any frustrations or were there any difficulties you ran into?
I believe mostly the fact that as we had experienced with other systems that I was familiar with that Jay worked on, Collier County tends to have restrictions that we did not understand ahead of time, such as having to basically do a notice of commencement and all that stuff to be able to start the project. We pretty much have always, as I understood, dealt with final inspections, and they wanted inspections on the rough and on the framework, which we had never done before.
Oh, so they wanted multiple inspections, and Turbine Guy says, because I have installed quite a few of these, that is quite unusual. But as we get to look at the system, we can see it's on a tile roof, and zoom in. You can see it's got special tile fittings to protect it from the hurricanes down here. How do you feel about the safety of having this on your roof?
Well, the roof itself, I wasn't that crazy about, but it did go through Hurricane Irma, and which was the roughest one we've had here in Naples. And we didn't have any problems with the roof that I know of. I couldn't find any reports that anybody that they did any work on it. And but by all means, the way it's hooked onto the roof definitely locks down the tiles better than they were if it wasn't there.
Now, I know I've been a little rough with this interview, but there's certain things the Turbine Guy's got to point out, because not everything's rosy in the world. But I got to bet you're smiling pretty big knowing that this thing's finally going to be done.
Yep. No, it's always nice when you finally get all the boxes checked, you know?
Yeah. Well, there you go, folks. Here we are in Naples, Florida. We've got a beautiful system on a roof where nobody can see it. Believe it or not, it's on a tile roof, which ain't the easiest thing to do. Turbine Guy says, one more job done, one more to go. Turbine Guy, signing off.